your friend, you need your colleague. Okay. Today, just only in the morning, super connection, maybe 1 minute might change some strategy. Okay. So I think right now somebody might be unclear, so you might quit that startup. But if somebody can find your identity, how your company can solve some of the problem, so I think that can be strategy. Okay. That can be the one you would not stick with your technology. Unlearn, relearn, try to change the teams. This product, you might need the new team. If someone say that your technology is not good enough for this application, trust them because they might see something. Listen to them. And you can shuffle your team, okay, with some of the specific product. Knowing a lot of people would be the key. Okay. During the break, talk to a lot of people. Okay. In terms of Mahidol University, I would like to thank Dr. Boonchareon, Dr. Tuk as well, KX, the teams. We try also to do our own incubator. It's not so success. Okay. However, when we try to join with the partner, somebody might say that two universities cannot do anything together. It's not true. If we combine together, combine with the company, and then we host some incubator, we can have higher impact. Okay. So with this thing, I believe that every university would support all the startup. We have a lot of data as well. In Mahidol, we have like 10 hospitals inside university. Everyone would seek for the collaboration with the company. And also we are the good friend with KX. Okay. So once again, I would like to congratulate every team to make all the way through the Neighbor Day. Okay. Try to make use of the whole day. Okay. You might be the one who would be the new Facebook, or you can disrupt either some of the big company. We never know. Okay. So enjoy today and try to do the best, whatever the result would be. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor. A wonderful reminder that networking is one of the most important activity to do when you do your startup building and business building. So don't forget today to say hello to as many people as you can. Just to remind you, please stay safe as well. Wear the face mask if it's possible, and try to keep the social distance. Next, I would like to invite Kun Narat Rujirat, a president of EEI, Electrical and Electronics Institute, to give his opening remark. Thank you very much.
Good morning, participants. I'm Narat, Director of Electrical Institute. The institute is called shortly EEI. It's called EEI for short. EEI is a network agency of the Ministry of Industry, having a mission to support the development of industrial sector, SME, including, of course, startups. So we are delighted to be one of the supporters of the event today. Actually, not for the by activity. EI worked with KX. EI cooperated with KX for a couple of years. EEI joins other members, other partners in the basement of this KX building to establish a maker space, to establish a product development ecosystem. The space there we call Fab Lab Bangkok. In Fab Lab Bangkok, EEI operates EDL, Electronics Design Laboratory. The lab provides the service of electronics circuit design, the service of a small lot PCB printed circuit board production, and also the standard testing. So please find your time to visit there. As I mentioned, it is in the basement of this building. So again, back to the event today, we would like to congratulate those teams that has been selected to join this demo day. And we wish you all success in the pitching, in the one-on-one speed dating today. And for the participant and investor, I hope all of you can find new idea, find opportunities to inviting new people, finding new supporter, new partners for the growth of your business in the future. Thank you.
ขอบคุณครับ Thank you very much, Kun Narat, Rujirat. I think it's a good reminder that in KX we have a maker station, Fab Lab downstairs in the basement. So if you have a chance today, please visit and take a look of what type of R&D capabilities you can find in KX Knowledge Exchange. And now I would like to get closer to the Techbite, to the incubation program, to update you and explain what is it all about. I would like to invite Kun Piengpen Wongnapapan, COO of KX Knowledge Exchange. She will tell us more about Techbite program.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome again to KX. Before we hear a lot of good ideas from the startup team, let me give you a brief introduction of what is Techbite and what we have done so far during the program. Actually, we started the program during the middle of COVID in 2020. The building has been so quiet. Many people lost their job, and we discussed among our team that we should start some program to help people who have a new idea to test the idea and bring their idea forward to the market. So we start to accept startup applications, and we have done this for 4 times already. We've got more than 500 applications. We selected like 1/3 of them to join the incubation program, and finally around 38 teams got the funding. The total amount of funding they've got is 35 million baht, and we have been taking care of many startups in many industries like food, education platform, digital platform, e-commerce, and healthcare. And during the 4 months incubation program, we provide them with some trainings and workshops, more than 40 hours altogether. And we also have a lot of people working with us as an industry mentor. Some of them volunteer to share their knowledge and expertise and the network to help the younger people to thrive and grow their business. And many of them are actually not in Thailand, like some are in Germany, in Austria, in the US, but we will manage to gather all of these kind-hearted people to volunteer their valuable hours to help start up. And the team will get one-on-one mentoring at least 12 hours per team, right? And today is the conclusion of the whole 4 months program. We've got many people registered to the event. Some of them will show up in the afternoon, especially during the speed dating time. And we have invited more than 20 investors from 11 institutions to ask good questions to the team. And the team will be exposure to some kind of atmosphere, talking directly to the investor. And we'll have 19 teams pitching today and some booths on the 8th floor. So please explore this opportunity and see new partners and new investors. Okay, finally, I would like to give a special thanks to some people, to some organizations like Mahidol University, Professor Yodchanan, and Dashan and Ronnie from Big Mango, President Narat from the Electric Institute, and of course the teams from Whatnot Startup Studio who have been around since the very beginning of our program, help us make this ecosystem even more complete. And last but not least, please join me to give a big round of applause to the whole team that we have met every single week to discuss how we make this program better and to give value to all of the startup teams. So, yeah, so let's have some fun today, meet new people, new partners, and join us the whole day till the evening at the networking ceremony. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ajahn Pituk. Here I would like to remind you, if you want to reach out to us or have any questions, please contact us through here, through our social media. You can scan the QR code. If you want to collaborate or help us out, you're all welcome. Because from maybe my side is that this is the 4th Techbite program, and it's been growing since. So this time, you know, again, special thanks to Big Mango, Mr. Darshan and Ronnie for helping us and supporting and opening us to more international opportunities. The first 3 programs we did during COVID, so it was very stressful. Everything has to be online, you know, disturbed schedules. We did live streaming. We had to explore new tools, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, you know that. So this is the program that number 4 was the one that we were more open to face-to-face meetings, organize on-site workshops. We tried hybrid options, live streaming, talking. So it was really fun and challenging. But yes, we could not do it without our friends and partners. And for the next one, for Techbite 5 or so, we would like to invite more and more you know, partners to join. So if you want, please let us know and don't hesitate to contact us here. Okay, so today it's going to be quite a long day, so I would like to invite you to relax, you know, take a good, comfortable seat and try to enjoy the pitching. Please be, I try to encourage, be proactive, ask some questions along the day, meet some people, and we're going to have plenty of opportunities to do so. So at around 10 a.m., we will have a small talk related to angel investment, Angel Investor 101. During the day, we will have several coffee and snack breaks, also lunch break provided on the 9th floor. We will have 3 pitching rounds. So we will have you know, 3 sections of startups coming in and out to participate in the competition. We will also have a panel discussion at 3 p.m. So we have some notable guests who will share their knowledge about angel investment and the current challenges and opportunities in Thailand and outside of Thailand. And there's something quite interesting and unique we will be trying this time. It's called startup speed dating. So this is a gamified approach for investors to meet our startup teams and to practice pitching on the spot directly to investor, and we will gamify it. We will provide fake million baht coins that investors could put to the startups that they like on spot. And of course, then we will have award ceremony. Thanks again for the sponsors for great prizes. And please don't leave after event is finished, as we will have a networking gathering here with craft beer, wine, live music, and a DJ as well. So, you know, please, it's Friday night. Please hang out with us. You know, it's a good opportunity to make some friends. Just a little bit more about pitching itself. This time we chose to do 3-minute pitching format. We believe that, and what we try to do through the program is to help startups to craft their message to a short and very coherent way. The key here is to be very precise what you do and what you want. And I think 3 minutes is just perfect time to present and make an engaging presentation. And then we will have 5-minute Q&A session. So we have a judge commission who will be asking questions and grilling our startups. We will have to be quite strict on time. So 3 minutes pitching, 5 minutes Q&A. In case judges won't be able to find a question that they want to know, audience is also welcome to raise the hand, and we will try to accommodate. So if you have a question from, the audience, please raise your hand and we will see if we can accommodate you. Worst case, you can ask after the pitching is done. And the prize for pitching today is 30,000 baht. So this prize is going to be allocated by our judges. Speed dating rules are looking like this. So we will issue 1 million baht coins produced downstairs in our fab lab with a laser cutter. So each investor will have a bag of coins. So it's a rich people today that you're going to meet. And the investor can give all his coins to one team, or they can distribute coins evenly. It's up to them. They can use their money the way they like. So it's up to the startup to try to get as many coins as possible. And the winning team is going to be the one that, of course, had the most coins, the most cash that they raised from the investors. And for that, we have 50,000 baht cash prize. We would also like to include you all as well. So we will have a popular vote. We will provide a QR code during the speed dating time. For 2 hours, you can all scan QR code and vote for your favorite team. Each person can vote once, so be careful of selecting which team you would like to support. And for that, KX community would like to provide a prize of co-working space and community support for the winning team. Yes, so these are our awards. And now I would like to invite my colleague and dear friend, Kastytis Kemezys, or Kaz, as you might know him. He's the CEO of One Not Startup Studio. And he was going to give us a talk, Angel Investor 101. So if you ever wanted to start investing and you're wondering how to approach this, I think it could be very insightful. So please welcome Kaz.
Thank you so much, Martas. So I'm happy to see so many people gathered at this event. And first of all, I would like to maybe stress the importance of actually doing angel investing, because a lot of people kind of want to, harvest the fruits before they even put the seeds of the plants into the ground yet. So angel investors have been responsible for creating companies like Google, Apple, Airbnb, everything that you basically use now when you're traveling, when you're accessing your hardware, software. Everything started from one person who just believed in a team and decided to early stage, before they're ready, to give them some money so they would actually be able to build. So I think it's slow. Is it working? Oh, here. Nope. Should I go closer, maybe? Yeah. Okay. Nope. Yeah, a little bit of delay. Because I would like to go through what is angel investing, why would you have to do this, and what kind of other investments are there. So first of all, these are the main ways how people invest their money if they want to basically increase in value, because specifically now, considering that we only have we have crazy inflation, due to wars that is happening, really unstable economy, really unclear future, having money under your pillow becomes something that is just going to burn through whatever you have accumulated over time. So people are looking into different sorts of investments. You have traditional ones, which are obviously just having cash, putting money into stocks, maybe public, maybe bonds, probably, you know, government or corporate. It all has like a specific fixed control returns that you would be receiving, or there are alternative investments such as real estate, private equity investments, where yeah, the companies are not open to the public market, but you can still invest. Venture capital investing, which is like a next stage after angel investing, commodities, hedge funds, art, distressed assets, everything that you would be able to explore in order to increase the value of the money that you currently have at hand. And what we're going to be exploring mostly is angel investing. Where do I point this? Oh, okay. So I can just say next slide, right? Okay. So who are usually angel investors and what is it? So mainly high net worth individuals or anybody who has a couple of $1,000s or a couple of 100,000 baht in their bank account, and they're just not comfortable just leaving that money to be consumed by inflation. They usually look for a small business, maybe a starting company, and they take a small equity share, which is a small percentage of the company, and try to help them out to increase that business in size, in value, and hoping this business to go on to be successful so that they could significantly improve the money that they've put into the business. Next slide. Back. So as you can see, these are some of the examples of all of the businesses that started with angel investors and now are over 1 billion in US dollars in exits. So Sequoia Capital, which is one of the leading venture capital funds, has done over 19 of these exits that made them over $1 billion and their investors over $1 billion. All of these companies started from very humble beginnings, few founders, few people, also probably standing in the event like this, pitching many, many times to people who did not believe in the success of their company, but here they are worth billions and billions of dollars today. Next slide. And so who could be, you know, your first angel investors? These are, you know, usually the first investment round that people raise and the teams raise are called 3Fs, friends, family, or fools. Friends and family are people who believe in you, who trust you. Fools are usually the ones that just put the money without, you know, just having a written idea. But angel investors are usually the ones that are doing this strategically. They want to actually return that money. So you have professionals that earn, you know, money like doctors, lawyers, bankers, who might just like not want to buy another asset like property, but they would like to invest. Business executives that have experience in running business, who know that their knowledge, their network would benefit the businesses. Entrepreneurs who have done this before. Professional angels are people who do this as a way to generate their salaries. You have angels who, you know, come together in order to make these investments together. And you have crowdfunding, where you find, you know, an idea that you like online, and you can just donate a little bit of business there. So next one. So, you know, talking about how much like you would actually normally invest. These are angel investors don't put a lot of money usually. It's something starting at like 5,000 US dollars, which could be, you know, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 baht or more, up to, you know, like kind of going into like millions of thousands, millions of baht. You usually do this very early stage. A lot of businesses, you know, just don't even have a prototype at that stage, but you do believe in the team. And the full round, like, consists from 100 to 250,000 US dollars. This is statistically what a business needs in order to get from zero to a stage where they would be able to prove that there's customers, that their idea actually works, that they're able to build it, and they're able to run it. So it's combining, free investors, so people in this room who are also interested to do, angel investment. You have to network with them, you have to get to know them, because that would be probably the other people that you would come into a funding round together with. Next one. So how much equity you would expect to take? Full angel investment round would never be more than like 25%. A lot of people want to take more and more and more equity at the beginning, but that would actually dilute the founders and everybody along the way. And if you want to raise money after from, let's say, a traditional VC fund, venture capital funds would look at the cap table and would think that, like if the founders have very little of the company, who is going to be building the company? So unless an angel investor joins as an operational member, they would probably take, 5–10% each, so that it would totally combine around like 20–25,000, 20 to 25% of the total business. So the valuations that you would be looking at are around like 1 to 4 million. Evaluating these businesses that are very early stage is difficult. You would probably look at where can they get in the future, and how much equity is fair to take from the founders in the future, in this current first round. And what kind of stages you would be investing? Very early. Like, it's very unusual that an angel investor would join a team that is already, performing with, potentially good profit margins, and they're able to make their own money, because then the team could probably benefit much more from a big institutional investor. So what you're looking for is trust in the teams that are young, that are capable, but they basically have, probably probably an idea with some prototype. We call this a minimum viable product, which you can try to click, use, understand how it would work. You're looking for just them making sense. The financials, the projections, they're all going to be not real enough, but you can at least see the logic, the way how they think, do they understand how business works, and you're looking for something like that at first. So how does this work? First of all, you need to establish a deal flow. We do this event so that angel investors could create their deal flow. That means that you need to meet as many companies as you can. You need to be able to have a sense of what you like, what you're interested in, what kind of people you're looking for, especially if it's something that you're just starting. You have to screen the deals, so that means that you need to evaluate how realistic, how feasible these ideas are, talk to other investors, talk to other angels who will give you advice if they have put money into a business similar. You need to get to know the teams themselves. Due diligence, it's looking through, like, let's say, if they've built something, is it scalable? Can it grow? How much it would cost? Does the team know exactly how much money they would need? Because, like, if it's an idea that would take way, way more money that they're raising, they will burn through the money fast, and then there's going to be nothing left. So you need to do a careful due diligence. Then also on the team members, are they trustworthy? Do you believe in them? Do you trust their intentions? And then finally, agree on the term sheet that I will try to, if I still have time, go through quickly to understand, like, what are the basic terms that you would put into a term sheet, as this is a very simple, non-binding agreement that usually just helps you to make sure that you already have something written with the teams, and they would not scout, let's say, other angel investors, and you're in there first. So the term sheet is very simple. It just covers economics, like, let's say, so for how much money I'm giving the startup, what am I getting back, what valuation of the business is there. Then you try to understand what are your protection rights. These protection rights help you to not get diluted if the company is raising further amount of money. Very quickly, from 25%, you might be owning 0.2%. of the business. So if you want to keep it, you might want to set up specific rules so you would be able to continue putting money at the well, discount or preference. How are you going to manage? Are you going to join their like board? Are you going to join their team? How often do you want to meet? What kind of documentation you want to see from the team? And finally, how are you going to liquidate this? So this asset, it's either liquidated from two ways that I'm going to mention later, but you need to understand that this is not something that you can get money for really quickly. So be aware of that. Next. So first of all, if, let's say, you see the team that needs much more money than you have, you might want to help them to raise that money. It could be, from your friends. Maybe you need to, put in more money. And actually, angel investors, if one angel joins, they usually have friends that also have extra money. And if they believe in that angel, other angels might follow. So, make sure that you have all of the legal documents in place, that you feel, safe. And closing the deal is transfer the money and let the team actually do what they would do best, build a product. Next. So what else you might be doing in the company after you do your angel investing, after you become an angel investor, apart from being a source of capital that a business needs to operate, you might be an advisor, which is very recommended because usually angels come from a background which would benefit the team so much. You would provide them with your network, people that you know, people that might help them, maybe new deals, so actually you can help them grow much faster than they would do without you. You can help them to find people in their team. If you know somebody that you can recommend, you can actually support them. You can, if you're a well-known, you can actually create more marketing, PR buzz. You can post, share, tweet about that company so that company would actually grow much faster. If you come from a specific background, you might be a professor, you might be a researcher, you might actually join a company which is within your expertise and become a technical expert. Or generally, you would be a board member if you choose to, that helps a team to make their main strategic decisions. Next. So, what are the key benefits of angel investing? It's not only about the money, it's about actually, creating a new generation of businesses. It's creating a future the way how you would like to see it by choosing what kind of investments you believe in. So first of all, of course, it is asset diversification. So if you have assets in real estate, if you have assets in traditional stock market, and you still want to be able to to be sure that there's other sources of passive income along the way, angel investing is a very good way to do this. Secondly, explore different fields of business. This helps you grow. This helps you to develop yourself as a professional. Always being surrounded by entrepreneurs keeps you young, keeps you alive. You are able to see many more businesses that are coming into this. So you can see the trends, and you can see what kind of ideas are coming now into game. So you would see how the world is shaping. You can monetize your expertise very well. So if you have spent a lot of time working in one field, say insurance, and you find a business that is related to what you have been doing, you can basically make much more money helping that business with your network, with your knowledge. That's another way how you can actually benefit from this. And potentially you're looking at great returns, because you would never invest in a business that does not kind of promise you at least a potential great return on this. Next. Okay, so what are traditionally, statistically, returns of angel investing? As we can see here, like this is the biggest risk-reward type of investment. Like in this asset class, you would be expecting, well, you're looking at like 27% average IRR that angel investors were making globally. You're looking to exit and cash out at probably between like 3 to 5 years. But you know that 1 out of 10 is probably going to be the only investment that brought money back to you. So one thing that you should not be doing is to put all of your chips into one company. The main suggestion would be look for 20 companies, look for 10 companies that you could invest, and just put small amounts of money. Just because that will increase your chances of getting that one great business that would actually return it. So, of course, the downsides are very clear. Like, you know, first of all, you can lose a lot of money. This is a risky game. It's not a lottery, but it is a little bit kind of a gamble because you will never know the future. You never know how these business will turn out. So even, you know, if you do your best research, best due diligence, something might happen that you will not foresee, and the money is going to be gone. Secondly, return periods are pretty slow. Like you're looking for an exit, which is either that business sells to another company or does an IPO, or unless you have, you know, some special agreements with them to share their profit or cash flow, but still it usually takes a while. So you need to be patient. And also it's a journey to unknown. It's something that like you can't really have much control of just because like there's no history of the business, it's only the future. So if you believe in their future, it's you traveling together with them into something new. So can you make money out of angel investment? Well, of course, but there's a very, very slim chance that you would find this potential unicorn. It's like 0.0000667% statistically that the business will become a unicorn and worth over 1 billion. Of course, it does not have to be that, but you know, looking at some of the examples, like the first angel investors in Google made 1,000 returns. The first angel investors in eBay made 1,500 returns on exit. So just make sure that you diversify, you look for multiple teams, and you look at where is the promise and where is the potential for you to basically cash out. Let's go for an example. Next one. Yeah, so the way how it would look like is, say you have $20,000 that you would like to put into an early stage business. The valuation of that business might be 2 million, or this is something that you've agreed, so you take just a very small percentage in that company, but you know, the company went on, and after 5 years, or maybe, you know, 10 years, it was sold for $40 million to, let's say, another company that wanted to acquire them. This is a 10 times return, at least 10 times return on your initial investment. So if you made one deal with $20,000 that worked out, this might be still more profitable than most of the traditional investments. So, but remember that you usually capitalize and you liquidate your assets in one of the liquidity events. Next. So it's either IPO or direct acquisition. It could be a merger, it could be that the company was acquired, or it could be that, let's say, a new investor, much, much bigger institutional investor, came in and they bought you out. So these are two things that you're looking for. So talk to your teams, where do they believe their business will go? Because now I think that traditionally what I've been hearing, and I've been hearing from the teams, a lot of these deals are being made like, I want to take a profit share, or I want to basically take a percentage of that business, but, well, business revenue, but that's not very healthy for the business because like it should actually use their profits to reinvest in their growth. They should take that, those profits to reinvest in R&D. They need to keep building their competitive advantage. They need to keep building their team, their competence, and this will create much, much more value for you in the end of the day than just like, let's say, taking all of the money that they're making now. So, how to get started? In some countries, so UK, US, Australia, if you self-accredit as an angel investor, I'm not sure if it's already like that in Thailand, but I think it's going to be like that soon. But Singapore also offers this. They provide benefits and tax write-offs for a lot of angel investment that you might be doing. So for example, in the UK, you might get up to 84% of what you've invested as something that you then can deduct from your taxes in the future, just because like countries now understand how important it is to stimulate and support angel investment, because this is the main driver of innovation, the main driver of new jobs and new job opportunities in the country. Step 2, so how much money you're ready to invest. So like if you see that like you have some extra cash this year or accumulated that you would like to invest, like always make sure that you are comfortable with the amount of money that you want to put into new teams. It doesn't have to be too much. It can be small investments. You remember, you know, that you are bringing much more than just the capital to the team, but first do that next. Next step is mentally just write it off. It's like going, you know, like healthy way of going to a casino is not that you would expect that you would win. It's just something that you would know, okay, if I'm taking 20,000, I'm not buying maybe a new car, or I'm not like taking a nice trip, but therefore this is something that I just write off just in case I lose it, so I wouldn't feel awful and terrible, and it's not something that will, you know, damage my life permanently. Second. Fourth, yeah, learn about it. So here, like I think that you can speak with our team. We're working a lot with now venture capital and early stage investing. You can speak with other investors that have done this before. So just, you know, be curious, see what kind of things work, see what kind of things don't work, and start, you know, like learning as much as you can about it. Next. Yeah. Deal flow is always a difficult thing to do, especially because like if nobody knows that you're an angel investor, people will just start sending you scams online if you start you know, declaring this. So a good thing is that like if you join, you know, communities like us, if you join, you know, Techbite, like we already spent so much time looking at these businesses, working with them for like, you know, 4 or 5 months. We know the teams, we know who's working, who's not. So like try to join as many communities that provide you with access to as many startups as you can. Next. Yep. So the winners, create, you know, like the way how you would choose your winners. So maybe it's somebody that you like. We're going to have a panel discussion where we're going to have we're going to interview a few angel investors that are already, you know, doing this. They can tell you a bit more, you know, how do they make those decisions. But choose like, you know, 5 to 10 teams that you love, give them, you know, some money, and then see, you know, what's going to happen out of that. Right. And then after you can do that, it's going to be easier for you to generate your own deal flow. Like you will create a name for yourself. Famous angel investors are, you know, being approached by the best companies that seek them out. Because like good teams want smart investors, and your smart decisions in the first investing will help you to actually accumulate more and more and more of people that would reach out to you yourselves. So these are the 7 simple steps that you would take. Yeah. So to summarize, before I will actually enter like just quickly explaining, how would a term sheet work, something that you might be able to draft even today with some of the teams that you love, is, first of all, have fun. You're looking for something that would be exciting, interesting. You want these businesses to succeed. Don't only focus on the high returns, because those might not happen. But if the business is if the team and the people are somebody that you really enjoy working with, something will come out of that. Maybe the idea will pivot, maybe some things will change, maybe they will do something else with you. But just make sure, that you look at this as a long-term collaboration with young, ambitious, great people that might be the next generation of businesses as they are. This is a combination of passion, commitment to your idea, and finding really outstanding people. It's all about people. Ideas, as I say, early stage ideas, they're never a promise. They will change, adapt. First customer will, make a big change on your idea. Second customer make another change of your idea. So don't stick to the concept and idea itself. Find outstanding people that you would like to invest in. Bring wisdom, bring your experience, bring your mentoring skills, put as much strategic input, because in many cases, angel investor might be the person who actually makes the business successful. Look holistically at the business. Look at how they think, how they work, how do they operate, see how they manage each other, how they plan their time. It's not only evaluating, looking at their financial returns that they have on paper, but it's actually seeing the way how they interact with each other, the way they, build the relationship with somebody, because that's where the success of the business actually hides. Add value beyond money, as I said. A lot of people that you've accumulated through your careers. Introduce these people to your teams and such. So, and work alongside the entrepreneur, and be able to empathize with them, and understand what kind of struggles they're going through. So let's quickly, as we have 5 minutes, to go through the term sheet, if you can. Just quickly, term sheet is the main tool, the main agreement that you would actually have to sign. It's usually non-binding. It's not that if you sign that you're going to invest 20,000 that you're going to have to immediately invest. But it helps you to set specific terms, especially if you don't want other angel investor to jump ahead of you and close the round before you actually made it. So first, let's go through investment needs. It usually looks like this. You agree on, let's say, so if you are, let's say, somebody who joins the team not only as an angel, but you actually work with them full-time, doing everything you can to help them, you become kind of part of their team, and you're saying, I'm going to take 40%, which is way too much, but let's say you do that. So how this would work is that you have, if you want 40% of equity, that means the pre-money valuation is 2.2 million. This is how much business is evaluated, because after you put the money, it's going to be 3.75 million, and your 1.5 million becomes 40%. So usually these are the simple terms that you would put at the economics of the deal. Next. So you probably would agree on liquidation preferences. What it means is, okay, so the business now is getting sold. There's a, SCB Bank says that, we love the startup. We want to have the, we want to own it fully, and we're buying it. So what happens then? So let's say you've invested 1.5 million, and you agree that we're going to have just one-time participating and three-time capped liquidation. So you're getting your money first before anybody else. So that means that from that 100 million that the business was sold for, you you first get 3 times your investment, and then it's taking off from what's left, and then you share based on the percentage of the business that you own. So you basically either agree that like I want to return 3 times of my original investment, so I put 1.5 million, I'm going to get 4.5 million first, and you agree on where do we stop, increasing. Where do we stop increasing this, and then I am getting rewarded as everybody else in the team and as everybody else normally. So you have a preference to get money first. Next. Anti-dilution, like basically, you have like 2 main things that you would be looking at. Full ratchet or weighted average is the price for the shares that you're getting at the next investment round. So let's say you first invested and you bought shares at 100 baht a share as per agreed with a team. 2 years later, it's already, like other investors come in. 10 investors are putting, money from 1,000 a share to 2,000 a share, depending on their agreements. Full ratchet means you get the lowest possible price from all of the investors. Weighted average means, well, you have an average price. So you're offered the price for the second investment round based on either one or another term that you agreed. Next. Next. Also, yeah. So what is the things that you want to actually put into is like what kind of information you want to be disclosed and how often. So maybe you want quarterly financial statements. Maybe you want to sign off if there's a big purchase or if there's, let's say, a big change. So what you basically need to agree and what you actually want to think before you actually make an investment is what will make you feel comfortable, what will make you feel confident, and what is that information that you expect for the startup to be communicating constantly. Next. So this is also one of the agreement terms that you would actually like to put in. So pro rata means that you want to keep the percentage of equity. So it's specifically like proportion of the business that you would like to control. So say that like you managed to take 25% of the business, and then the business in 2 years is raising lots of like new money from other investors as well. You will be offered shares to still remain a 25% shareholder, but you can buy them or you can refuse to buy them, but you will be offered that share issue, and everybody else would know that like you will remain to have 25% if you choose to buy the shares in the future. Right of first refusal is also considering that you're the first one to be offered. If there's another round before anybody else, you will be the first one who would be able to reinvest and co-invest so that you don't get diluted, and maybe you don't want another investor to join that you don't like. Next. And finally, what you would like to agree on. Normally, in order to make the recruitment more affordable, startups offer employee option pools. So that means that there would be some percentage of the business that is going to be decided that it will be distributed to different, like team members that join the company, the earliest employees. And this helps to attract great talent for less money, and that's why investors usually want startups to agree on this. That's it. That's actually like the most important things that you need to agree on when doing, angel investment. So good luck. I really, I really hope that some of these teams would be able to find their first angel, or maybe their first 3 angels in this crowd. And if you have any more questions, find me, and I'm, happy to have a coffee or beers later to discuss this. Thank you so much.